Hi guys, today we're going to learn about budgeting and how to use a calendar and budget per paycheck. So today we have a calendar right here for February. We are going to work on this one. I already have it all dated out, and then I also color coded the days I am getting paid, which we get paid every single Friday. So we will learn a little bit about that. First though, we have to go over fixed expenses. So fixed expenses are your bills that you come out every single month out of your bank account that you know of, and usually they come out about the same amounts. Now there's a couple of these sometimes that can change, but for the most part these are the numbers that I stick with. So I have them lined up with their amounts and when they come out of my bank account. So on the first day of the month I have two bills coming out. I have my husband's Roth IRA, which is $100, my roller derby fees, which is $26. On the 4th, I have a savings account with Morgan Stanley that I just put $50 in. On the 8th, I have my Ally savings, which I put $200 in. My Ally savings, I put a couple different things. They have buckets on there, so that $200 goes into different buckets. On the 14th, I have my Southwest gas, which is usually around $40. Usually it's less than that. On the 15th, I have my husband's life insurance, $36. On the 18th, I have my phone bill, which is $98. On the 18th, I also have internet, which is $45. On the 20th, my car insurance is $129. On the 22nd, I have my electric bill, which I do level paying throughout the year, so I usually just pay $190 every month. On the 22nd, I also have my water bill, which is $130. My car payment, which is $303. Then Ring for our front door, which is $4. Chewy for my dogs and cats. We usually do $100. Usually it's about $80 something though. The 25th, I also have my life insurance. The 28th, I have my mortgage, $1,332. Hulu's $3. Home insurance is $54. And recently, a new bill, the Joint Chiropractor, is $70 a month, for a grand total of $2,939. Now, these are just my fixed expenses, bills that I know are going to be coming out of my bank account. However, I do have variable expenses, which you probably do too. So these are things that can vary every month. I usually keep them the same for the most part, but maybe new things pop up and I have to add something. So variable expenses are things I know I'm going to use, like food, miscellaneous, fun, households, car, gas, and trash and HOA. The rest kind of become sinking funds, and I just kind of keep continuing to add to them every month. If I use them, then cool. If I don't, then it just keeps growing. So I have $200 for food, $50 for miscellaneous, just in case something happens. I have $100 for fun, which is $50 for me and $50 for my husband. $30 for households, $120 for gas. I have a little star next to this because I do this on my debit card instead of cash. $15 for trash, $95 for my HOA, $20 for gifts, $20 for holidays, $50 for Christmas, $20 for taxes, $20 for clothing, $40 for home maintenance, $40 for car maintenance, $20 for my husband's birthday, $20 for my birthday, $60 for my pets, which would be like if I want to get them a new bed or they need to go get their nails clipped, $25 for takeout, and then $40 for my car registration, making it a grand total of $985. Like I said, these vary every month, but for the most part, I try to keep them the same. So those are my variable expenses. Yours might look different. They might look more than mine or less than mine, but these are mine. Once you get your variable expenses, your fixed expenses, your sinking funds done, we need to see if we can actually afford that. So that comes into our income. So for the month of February, these are what my paychecks are supposed to look like. And the 5th and the 19th is my paycheck and my husband's combined. So we work at the same place, so we get paid on the same dates. So on the 5th, we'll get in $2,205. And then my husband has a second job where he gets paid on the 12th and the 26th. So the 12th, he'll get $200. Then the 19th is our checks combined again, which is $2,205. And then his last check for the month, which is another $200. making a grand total of $4,810 a month. So then we have our income. Now we're going to subtract our fixed expenses, which are the bills we know are going to come out, which is $2,939, leaving us with $1,871. Then we'll subtract our variable expenses, which is $985, and then we get a total leftover amount of $886 left for the month. Now, we are credit card debt free, but we do have a car loan left. So we are going to put that $886 towards our car loan to pay it off early. We're hoping, fingers crossed, to pay it off by June. So that amount is totally going to help us out. All right, so then the next thing we need to do is we need to take our fixed expenses and put it on our calendar. So we have the dates here, so we need to actually write them onto the dates that they're going to get taken out of our bank account. So once you get it all filled out and we know the days we get paid, we're going to highlight each bill on that week for the same color. So for example, I get paid on the 5th, so I need to highlight on the 8th. And then there's no other bills that week. Then for my paycheck on the 12th, we're going to highlight purple. So I'll have my gas bill, Kyle's life insurance, T-Mobile, and internet. Then the next week I get paid the 19th. I have car insurance, ED3, which is my electric, water bill, my car, Ring, Chewy, and my life insurance. Then the last week I get paid on the 26th. I have my mortgage, Hulu, home insurance, and the joint. Now, the last thing I need to talk about is I don't get paid until the 5th. So, even though it's just for February, I do have to write in my bills for the 28th to the 5th because that's when I get paid next. So, I do have a couple bills coming out on the 1st, which would be Kyle's Roth IRA, Derby, and then MS Savings. So even though it's March that those bills are getting taken out of, they're still coming out of the same paycheck. So I need to make sure I highlight them the same color. So that's my monthly overview for February. What do we do with this now? We know that the same colors are the paychecks that this money is getting taken out of, but we need to put it into writing. So, ta-da! The Budget Mom Paycheck Bill Tracker, which is awesome. If you guys don't know about the Budget Mom, you should go check her out. She has some great things on her website. But this calendar and this Paycheck Bill Tracker is from the Budget Mom. So I have highlighted the dates that we are going to be actually getting paid, and then we can break it down into weekly instead of the monthly view. So here's the 5th. We get paid on the 5th. We need to fill in this information. So my income for that date, which I have right there, is $2,205. All right, so I only have $200 coming out of my account on the 5th, so not that many bills. So I'm gonna be rolling over a majority of this money so that way it can help for my next week of bills, because the first week I don't usually have that many bills. So I would do a rollover down here. And we're just gonna roll over that whole amount because I really don't need anything else that week. Actually, no, I need my gas. $30. Well, poop. Need to write that out. I'll just cross it out for now. Alright, so that is for the first paycheck of the month. We're going to flip over and go to the back side. So all these in purple, so we have gas, life insurance, T-Mobile, and internet. So I'm going to roll over the ending amount, which is $12.60, over to the next paycheck. And I'm just going to continue to do this until the end of the month. And then at the end of the month, I will put that large payment towards my car. So then the next one is the 19th, and let's fill this one out. Alright, so that is for the 19th paycheck. I'm rolling over $2,453. And to the last paycheck, I will no longer roll over money because it's the end of the month and I want to make sure all that money gets towards my car payment. So let's fill out the last income of the month. So now, because I'm at the end of the month, I'm going to put my variable expenses and sinking funds in. This way it rolls over to March. So this is technically March variable expenses. I do my February variable expenses in January. So I always try to do it about a week out. So that way I know I have money for groceries and things like that. So I have $1,684 left for my variables and sinking funds. So let's do that part. And that is the end of the month. So guys, I realized towards the end of that, I was off by about $100 for my car loan payment. Should have been around $800 I was paying towards that. And I realized why. So the last few days of my 29th paycheck, I have my Kyle's Roth IRA, my Derby, and my Morgan Stanley savings, which I did not account for because I'm paying for that twice in February with my 4 paychecks. So that is why I'm only able to put $780 something towards the car loan instead of $800 and something. So just wanted to tell you guys that so you knew. I've used every penny of my money to pay off bills, to do my variable and my sinking funds, and I'm still left over $789 at the end of the month, and that's going to go straight towards my car loan to pay that off early and hopefully by June. Now, all I do is I like to put these into my folder and kind of organize them and keep that. These I like to keep, and these I kind of use monthly, so I know my variables every month and my fixed expenses. So I kind of keep these out, and I kind of play it by ear every month. They should usually stay the same or similar. Then I just go into my little budget binder and I slide these into my little pockets. I don't like to hole punch them, I like to slide them in here. So there's my monthly view. I have my expense tracker where I track every single expense that comes out of my account. Slide the first one in. So that way when I go to the month of February, I have my overview of all my bills I need to pay, what paycheck they are coming out of. So I color code them, and then I can write all my expenses throughout the month, and I like to color code those in categories. Then I have a breakdown of each week. So each week I have my bills coming out, how much I'm rolling over to the following week for all 4 paychecks. And then this is a savings challenge that I am doing with Budget Mom for the month of February, where I try to save money out of my variable expenses. So my variable expenses I take out in cash, and just because that's the amount of money I have for the month, I try not to spend all of it. So if I have $200 for food, but I'm doing a savings challenge, maybe I'll try to only use $150 worth of food. Or take away from my household, which is $30. Maybe I only use $10 for households. So I like to do mini saving challenge within budgeting to save even more money. Thank you for watching my video, guys, and hopefully you took away a few good things about budgeting and how I budget and how it works for me. But thank you for watching this video. Please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos of budgeting and frugal tips with me.